Are you growing bored of your current main in Overwatch 2 and you want something a little bit more fast-paced, intuitive, and more free-flowing? Then look no further than Illari. In this video, we're going to go over 3 reasons why you should main Illari in Overwatch 2, so let's get started. All that being said, if you want to see more Overwatch 2 content, educational-wise, be sure as always to like, comment, and subscribe, and let's get straight to the first point. So if you're looking for a character that has a plethora of mobility options, and there's plenty of new tech that's being discovered on the daily, shoutouts to Get Quicked On for his most recent discoveries, then look no further than Illari. She has quite a tool set that can allow her to survive a lot longer than other characters in the game, most notably within the support category. And that's simply because Illari can really mix up the way in which she moves, be it on the ground or be it in the air. And when you pair that with the amount of damage she does, which we'll get into very soon, Illari is a well-rounded character. She has a really solid kit that allows her to be very versatile. And so if you're looking for a character that can really shine in that category of mobility, where her potential is so much, it's so vast, because we're only just in the swing of things. We've only just received her via Season 6. So if you're willing to put the time in and really discover new ways of utilizing her mobility on the ground, in the air, faking people out, going for all these bunny hop setups, then this is your character right here. And that being said, let's move on to the second point. Without a doubt, Illari is, out of the gate, a very strong character. And that's because she just has a lot of utility, and very explosive at that. And that's a good thing, because most supports tend to focus primarily on healing, and in some cases, a little bit of both. But for Illari, she really can do a multitude of things, but more so, she is really strong at DPS. She can really dish out a lot of damage in very quick succession, and in the right hands, she can be incredibly deadly and hard to deal with, most notably because of her pylon. Now, I mentioned earlier pertaining to healing, she can heal. Her pylon is arguably one of the best kits or the best options in the game to have as a healing option, because you can't necessarily kill it unless you know where she's placing it, because it has infinite value. There's no timer on it. So I imagine there's going to be some adjustments down the road for this particular pylon, but for the time being, we have yet to see its long-term potential, and knowing Blizzard, they'll probably wait a while before they give us any sort of adjustments to the character. But be that as it may, Illari is incredibly strong as a DPS support character. So supports don't necessarily have to always be a heal bot. They can always have other options available, and that's where Illari shines. She's very, very multifaceted in that she can do damage, she can heal, she can be on the ground, in the air, and her ult is really, really impactful if you're able to time it correctly, pair it well with other ults, so on and so forth. So if you want a character that's really well faceted, versatile, explosive, then look no further than this character right here. Illari is a surefire thrill to play. I love her. She's my main, probably going to be for the long term, and I hope she becomes your main too. That being said, let's move on to the last and final point. With everything I just mentioned earlier pertaining to her utility, it being explosive, and she just being very, very fun to play as a whole, there comes a great deal of difficulty when it comes to really learning her. And I feel like her learning curve is going to be on the higher end compared to other characters, especially in the support category. And that's simply because she just has so much utility, as I mentioned. She has a lot of mechanics that you have to understand and develop over time. And most notably, her aim, or at least her primary fire, is not something that you can just press left click consistently. You have to really be timed. You have to really be patient with your shots. And that's because her rifle is a charge rifle. Unlike other guns that are full auto or maybe burst oriented, you have to really think carefully as to when you want to take your shot and how you are positioning yourself. So as a character, she is definitely mechanically rewarding. And so if you're the type of player that really wants to sit down, lab a character, figure out movement options, figure out different positions on the map to get your shots off or make really impactful plays for your team, then definitely Illari is a treat, because she will reward players who are willing to put the time in, or willing to just learn matchups, learning her counters, learning what she can counter. Her kit just allows for you to be free, and that's a very liberating feeling, is picking up a character that doesn't limit you. The only limitation is you, the player, and what you're capable of pulling off. And we've already seen the likes of Get Quaked On drop videos already on tech guides for movement options for Illari. So this is just the beginning for the character. So imagine months down the road when new tech is discovered, Illari is just going to be even more of a fun character to main and play. So all that being said, I hope this video has gotten you excited about Illari, and hopefully they've given you some more incentive to pick her up and main her yourself. And of course, if you want to see more Illari content on this channel, then be sure as always to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you folks on the next video. Take care and keep fighting. Peace.